I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here up in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling that tank, rolling with the gang. You sick and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on Woodsports.com. I'm your boy Easy. Spinny couldn't make it in today.
Nope, I died.
He had to do a week in jail.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know about the thing that happened last September.
Yeah, they came back for me.
They came back for him. However, we do have him via call. You guys can still hear his voice. Spinny,
I'm a hologram.
Are you there?
Annie, are you okay?
Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay? I'm a hologram.
Are you okay, Annie?
Watch. Whoa, I went right through my head.
Hit the like button if you guys
Crazy.
haven't
I want
already.
to see me do it again. Whoa.
5-star review on all podcast platforms. I actually, this was in the prep, but we got to address it. Because I shout out to Murph, by the way, in the Woodward Sports chat. He is an owner of one dope-ass Woodward heavyweight shirt. Spinny, you found it too. Someone else sent it to you.
Yep.
Temu, which is this Chinese site, kind of like Alibaba.
Fuck China.
Stole the heavyweights merch.
Did you buy one?
Really?
What do you mean did I buy one? No, this is. What do you mean?
I don't know.
What?
You went like this, like you were wearing it.
Well, no, they stole our merch.
Look how real it is.
Yeah.
And at first, I'm not gonna lie, and Murph pointed this out too. It's kind of cool. Like,
No, it's not.
You're cool enough for somebody to have like stolen your logo. That's a badass logo, right? But then I click on the actual site, Spinny. Did you look at the order numbers?
No. I mean, they're only like $10.
That's the other thing too. They're selling cheaper.
They undercut us.
But they're not. Maybe
They did
They're
undercut
definitely
us.
not gonna fit you. You know when shit comes over from China. It's a
We
lot
should
smaller.
sue them.
We have tiny everything.
We have to do
It's
something.
China.
Just
We
make
have to
sure it
follow our
doesn't
rules.
fall under the parody rules. Like there might be that one little thing that's different.
No,
out there.
it's fucking sure.
I
It's
just say we
literally the
review
Straight
on
up.
their site.
I bought it because it's cheaper than the ones
I'm
we
gonna
got.
fly
No,
to
but-
China and find them.
Find your
Next
IP
episode's
address.
gonna be me spending around the world. I'm gonna be looking through shit in China.
Around the world,
Around the world.
It's your hair blowing your fucking.
Oh shit!
What? You got shit?
Fucking
You alright? Spinny's just fucking taking
I was about to
the Chinese and shoving them up the Chinese ass. But you can order these actual shirts at speakeasysports.com. Link in the bio. Head over to our Instagram, my Instagram at least. Help boy out.
yeah.
Over
Don't help China
thousands.
out. You're either helping out us or you're helping out communists. So
Yeah. Honestly, instead of chat messages, buy a shirt. That'd be way fucking hard.
better dead than
You
red.
get something for yourself, and you rep the boys.
I mean, you can Venmo me too, though.
Better dead than red, though. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck China, especially after today. Speaking of China, this has been in the prep forever. Actually, I know Chris doesn't have the video, so never mind. I'm just skipping over that one. But Sean Strickland.
Yeah, the RG3 thing.
Yeah, RG3 is like, who is this Sean Strickland guy? Why you say women belong in the kitchen? It's like, bro, you
Really new to this, huh?
Yeah, you new to this, huh? I'll never want to hear you talk MMA on that fucking channel. Oh my God, I'm recording a video for 6 minutes of nothing, of my pad and paper.
Must be entertaining.
Matthew Stafford doing the quarterback show. Did that do anything for you?
No, don't care.
Yeah, the only thing I do have to say about it, when he was here in Detroit, you never heard a lick from him.
Mm-hmm.
His wife, yeah. But Stafford himself never did any media. I don't remember him doing any commercials. I think there was like one commercial, maybe like actual like game commercials, like yeah, louder and shit like that.
Yeah.
Guy goes to LA.
He's getting Little Caesars commercials.
AT&T commercials.
AT&T commercials. I mean, that's what happens when you go to LA and you win a Super Bowl.
But even before that,
He didn't
he
win a
was
Super
doing
Bowl.
commercials.
And he wasn't in LA?
He was doing all these interviews. He was on Colin Cowherd. When Matthew Stafford ever been on Colin Cowherd as a Detroit Lion?
I don't think he
Never.
ever has.
Never. Rich Eisen.
That's what happens, man. LA's box office.
It just switches people up.
Yeah. He got lipo or...
Oh, he got fake teeth?
Yeah.
Dude switched up on us, big time. Big time.
It's all right.
I mean, he's got the bread though. I guess I'm not that.
Yeah, dude, if I was famous, I would do every single commercial anybody ever offered me. You kidding me?
all day.
I'd be like
that's what
Peyton
Shaq-
Manning or Baker Mayfield
Shaq.
or Shaq, yeah.
He's making bread.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid bucks.
The general.
I have a question. Like when I do see that though, like names like Shaq. I mean, he's Shaq. He does them all. But you ever wonder, like, damn, are they down bad? When you see, like, because the general commercials used to be like ass.
Yeah.
They're like
really
fucking like
bad,
low budget.
Yeah, low budget.
Elite.
Fake actors.
Yeah.
And then it's just Shaq.
Yeah.
Well, we know where 90% of their budget went.
That's probably why. The best part was the fucking. That's my favorite Shaq ad. Best gift too. He got the icy hot.
Oh yeah.
He's doing the. Shaq's the goat.
Shaq
Again.
is the GOAT.
The aliens are real. That's what I'm having on. Got the show on at 5 Iron. Shout out to Aaron Tackett.
Yeah.
He must be down there doing the 5 Iron golf league with the boys. Who's there golfing with him? Did he know?
Don't know.
Did Neil pull through?
Flannel, I think, is there right now.
I
Flannel
caught
Sam?
Brady on the way out.
I saw Flannel Sam freaking out this morning.
Yeah, Flannel Sam did freak out this morning. It was pretty funny.
That's just his thing now. I think he just got to keep doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
That's
who
the
he is.
best Flannel Sam content.
Oh yeah.
No offense, Sam. Like when you're freaking out, though, that's like the most entertaining version of Flannel Sam.
Yeah, he's walked off the show twice now in the past like 4 days.
He walked off today too.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. I heard him say it in the clip on the reel. He's like, "This is the last time Sticks ever filling in at my show." Like, damn.
Getting a little big head there, Flannel.
That's what I'm saying, Flannel. Jeez, relax.
Hanging out with Hollywood Jeff.
Stick
Yeah,
Hollywood
Stick
Flannel.
Vegas. Did you hear the argument though?
Yeah, it was about I
He
forget.
said
Aaron
Matthew
Rodgers
Stafford had a
was-
better career than Matthew.
Which-
than,
That's what
Aaron
Stick
Rodgers.
said, yeah.
Which isn't true.
Nah, yeah.
It's not true.
But you know, there's people in the chat at that point like, yeah, Stick's right.
Oh yeah.
Fuck it, I can't. I'd probably go crazy too. Actually, I understand if I don't get upset at that point.
Yeah.
The chat, not so much. I think we're like the toxic pairing for sure, because like we made it the culture of the Woodward Sports chat, just constantly talk shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It started with the
Like,
heavyweights.
we invited it.
The chat used to be nice, and then the heavyweights got on, and now it's just let them have it.
The only fucked up part is though, when we have guests on, I feel bad because like they don't know that.
Yeah.
So like they're like reading the comments and there's like fucking they hate me. Like, they hate themselves.
Yeah.
Has the chat ever got to you? Has there ever like been like one comment you're like,
No.
no?
I'm trying to remember, like, honestly, some of the best ones, like, you know, the iKing ones are always great,
Yeah.
but like the first one that really got to me, that I actually texted my boys on the side in the group chat, and I was like, wow, this one really was hilarious, was the human speed bump when I struggled through the first read. I was just like, that was crazy. That was a crazy good comment, but I wasn't mad. Like, that was just hilarious. It's always been funny. Actually, I was on Woodward Night. I do the clipping for Woodward Night, so.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was in the chat just talking shit,
Yeah.
and they're like, and somebody from our show was like, I forget who it was, but one of the regulars in here was like, I respect Chris. He just goes in everybody's stream and just talks shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, bro, that's what the Abbies do. We gotta just talk.
Yeah, we got a brand to keep.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're going to talk a lot about the Lions. They have a big game coming up with the Seattle Seahawks. And if you want all the best information right before the game happens, all you got to do is go to the Lions pregame show, hosted by the one, the only, the best analyst in the history of annals, Jeff Iafrady. It's his Lions pregame show weekly before every Lions game, Sundays from 9:30 to 11:30 with weekly special guests. So make sure you go check out the Lions pregame show with the man, the myth, the franchise, Jeff Iafrady.
Couple comments over Sports chat about the mask. If we hit 100 likes by 6, I'll wear it the whole second hour.
Hey.
Nice.
Brought it in the Woodward Sports chat too. Somebody prank called them last night from Woodward. I may or may not know who it was.
Frank called who?
Sounded like Wilbur.
No, it wasn't me. They hopped in the chat right after. It had the wrench right next to their name, and nobody could get. I'm like, you guys
Who was it?
stupid? I'm not snitching.
Oh.
But it's funny as fuck because Bruno goes, they got the call. By the way, Nick's a savage, by the way, because it sounded like kind of like a normal. Did you listen to it, Chris?
Yeah, I was listening. I was clipping.
What was the name?
I'm trying to remember now. It'll come back to me. It was
they're a Packers fan.
somebody from Tennessee. Somebody from Tennessee.
Someone from Tennessee, the Packers fan.
Yeah.
I don't
trying to
know, but
remember.
they were like, Bruno was like, who could this be? And Nick hung up on him because he wanted to like talk about the Packers winning the division. Nick was a fucking savage. He was like, none of that today. But Bruno was like, I think it's easy. And then who it was commenting in the chat, and they didn't know they still had their wrench on their name. They changed their name, but still had their wrench. They're like, fuck. And Bruno was still like, I don't know who it is. I was like, bro. And then I put two together. Booner low key like sounds like Patrick Starr. He's like,
He is.
Booner is Patrick Starr.
I don't know who it could be.
I've got some great bets for you guys. Well, SpongeBob.
Well, SpongeBob. We got a big show for you guys, though, for real. I didn't even mention the special guest we got today. We have Mike Payton, formerly of Pride Detroit, now running shit over at A to Z Sports for the Detroit Lions. Good friend of mine. It's kind of awkward when your girl goes on break. You know, you get a little side piece. Well, spinning him out to Cali.
Yeah.
Mike was my side piece for the weekend to keep the heavyweight show going. He'll be joining us, breaking down Seahawks versus Lions. And then also, as promised, we told you guys we try to get Corbin Smith from Locked On Seahawks on the show to break down the game. We got a hold. I was bugging him. He messaged me back. Sorry, man. I had a medical issue. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. I was like,
Damn.
So it's 6:30. Cool. I had to do what I had to do. I'm excited for that one though, because he's one of those my favorite people to talk to. I got straight up breaking the fourth wall. Like you and I are entertained.
Yeah.
More than we are like, yeah, the fourth hole over here was open. They did a wide split banana.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good combo when we have like.
Analytical guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get a little entertainment with like the knowledge. I mean, not that we're not knowledgeable. Like your boy be hitting. You know what I'm saying? I be hitting.
But plus, what it is with you guys is you guys bring that out of him. Like think about
Yes.
John Mack when he comes on every time.
Oh,
Like now
yeah.
he just talks a while when he comes on. And same with same with Mike when we used to have Mike
I
on.
swear,
Yeah.
you turned Mike
Yeah,
out. Pause.
you turn Mike into a beast.
Yeah, because he used to be, you know.
They call Easy KPJ because he be hitting.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what that is. Oh, no.
I want it.
He just-
Hold on, can I talk about that by the way? Did you see?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to trade him.
Reports the Rockets are trying to trade
Kevin
Kevin
Porter.
Porter Jr.
That's insane.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Who's
Pistons should
taking
trade
him?
for him.
I would no.
I'll take a first-round pick and Kevin Porter Jr. to cut Kevin Porter Jr.
Oh, if he comes the first round
so,
pick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is that they're attaching as of now multiple second round picks as a report via Shams that they're just looking to turn that $15 million that he's guaranteed into like an actual rotation player that they can play because they're obviously not going to play him this year regardless of how things shake out. With,
nobody's
with that
giving you a
situation.
Hold on,
player.
I don't understand though, because didn't you say just the other day that his contract's on a year-to-year basis?
It is, but this year's already accepted. So they're trying to basically turn this $15 million
Yeah.
that he would sit on the bench
Yeah.
into a player that's actually going to play this year. So the team that acquired him would acquire him for multiple seconds,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
a first, and then at the end of the year cut
Cut
him.
him.
And so like
This is grab and cut him now. We
I'll,
still got the
yeah,
cap.
I'll
Okay,
give,
so
I'll
you
give
would
him
take
Killian
him.
Hayes for KPJ at first, and then I'll cut him.
we would need more money. It's $16 million, and Pistons are kind of close to the cap now that they did those. Now that they did those Joe Harris and those Monte Morris trades, but it's like obviously different circumstances, but it's similar logic. You're giving up assets to get rid of the contract.
Isaac Lee says the Rockets should sell KPJ on Temu. $20. Who wants him?
That's the other part too. The shirt was cheaper than our shit, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's non-team, by the way.
Yeah,
If you guys
they
want
cut
a
him.
shirt, head over to speakeasysports.com or hit the link in my bio on Instagram. I think it's on Twitter too.
It's on my Twitter bio too.
Hell yeah, real ones. It would be heavyweights.com, but that shit costs money. You know, just we ain't got it. That's why we selling these shirts. Unless someone for Woodward Sports listen, you want to buy the design. How much would you sell this for? Knowing that it's cool enough that China stole it, how much
Zero.
would you sell? You want to sell it?
No.
It's ours for life?
Yes.
I'm cool with that. All right. Moving on. Corey Wood says, I like this a lot, actually. I might just turn this into the first topic. CJ, DJ, like the Detroit Lions version of Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to save that one. What's his NBA wrestling rules, though?
Oh, yeah. They basically put out rules and restrictions. I don't have the specifics, but what it is,
You can't
is
rest
there's-
two superstars
Yeah,
on
you
the same
can't rest
night.
two superstars the same day, but also certain superstars, if you played X amount of years, X amount of minutes, then you qualified to be able to rest more. It's basically putting more rules and regulations on rest so that teams and players can kind of rest accordingly, and hopefully the goal is to make them avoid resting national games and avoid resting road games because obviously like the fans are coming to see those star players. So it's a step in the right direction. I'm happy with it, but it's not the finished product.
What's the qualification of a
finished
star?
product-
Is it like they're going by their
so
contract?
that I
Or
don't
by-
actually
you know what I'm
know,
saying?
but I believe it's by like number of all stars or something along that line, like
That's fair.
at like career accolades, which would make the most sense. But at the end of the day, the real thing that the NBA doesn't want to do because it'll lose them money is they need to just cut games. They need to cut games. Cutting games would cut down rests, but they're trying everything in their power to avoid that by doing these like restrictions and everything.
What is it? 80 games, right?
82.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
That is.
That's a lot of games.
I'm just kidding, Chris.
That is a lot of games. But
Wait, what?
we're about to go to break. Chris, tell us about Glorious Cannabis.
No, I don't feel like talking anymore. I talk too much. Why don't you tell us about Glorious Cannabis? Glorious Cannabis is just in time for football, dropping a new iced water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good, it's like the whiff of a first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain. I know that's tempting. named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Use the code Woodward Glorious, and you can get them at gloriouscanna.com.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts. Carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. Servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy, Easy Joe, my guy, Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris. JB Spool's gone. I'm so used to saying his name, Parker.
Ritz.
I apologize.
It's
We
okay.
got young
It's
Ritz
okay.
in the TD. I'm sorry, in the 1s and 2s. Put the camera on him real quick, too, if you don't mind, Chris. Just so we can get some insults hurling here in the World Sports
great.
chat. Here's Parker, a.k.a.
Give your
Young
best
Ritz.
insults for Ritz.
Yeah.
Send him my way.
Best insults for Ritz. Throw them in the chat. Anyway, start with Detroit Lions because it's football season, the #1 thing in this town. And I think that a perfect comparison was made for CJ DJ from the Pistons to the Lions, and it was by our guy Corey Wood. Shout out. That's the homie.
On the Adam Baydoun show.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's dope. Anyway, he compared CJ DJ's presence for the Detroit Lions to Rasheed Wallace's for the Detroit Pistons. And obviously, you know, the Detroit Pistons, once they acquired Rasheed Wallace, they went on to win a championship and then went to the finals the following year. It kind of became, we know what they were. Going to work Pistons. But I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Rasheed coming from the Trailblazers, they were the Jailblazers at that point too. He was kind of like a knucklehead, he's always talking shit. I mean, I think he still leads the league in technicals throughout his entire career. Draymond might be catching up there, but yeah, that's what CJ is. CJ DJ is the football equivalent of that.
Yeah,
constantly talking shit. He had the Bears wide receivers throwing at him when he was with the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
He got a fight with Michael Thomas when he was on the Saints. Got Michael Thomas suspended for games. He's talking shit to his own teammates. I mean, that's what he is. But I love it. And as Rasheed Wallace was to the Pistons, they went on to win a championship. I don't know if that's going to happen here. I think football's a lot harder to win, but I think he's that type of mascot, that type of attitude and culture for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, he can definitely be that kind of guy. He is obviously, like you said, it's a very good equivalency. You look at what CJ brings to the game, and it's not only his play, but what he does to the culture with the whole ski mask thing. He gets the guys going. We heard in camp when the Jaguars came into town, Calvin Ridley was like, he's a great player. He just talks too much, and that's what he does, man. He's gonna chirp. He's gonna bring the attitude. He's gonna bring that aggression as well as being a great player. So I like it because Rasheed Wallace is one of my favorite NBA players of all time. He's my favorite Piston of all time, and I like the comparison because I obviously love Rasheed Wallace, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's closing in on my favorite Lion. So
I think the timing of it too is kind of similar, and like Easy pointed out, again, the Lions might not be the Super Bowl winners this year, but it's the same kind of principle of this team that has been building for years. You're building the culture, and then you get that one piece that really just crystallizes everything and changes the whole entire locker room for the better. And I love that comparison. I didn't hear it until you guys brought it up on the show, but I love that comparison for everything that Rasheed brought to that team. He was that missing piece both on the court and off the court for the team, and I think CJ DJ can be that on and off the field for this Lions team.
Paul Thomas of Woodward Sports Chat says not even close. She was great, but CJ DJ is involving the fans. I got to be honest with you, Paul. Rasheed Wallace didn't have the social media.
Yeah.
Like, social media wasn't a thing, unfortunately. We're aging ourselves here, but obviously, when the Pistons were popping, social media was kind of like just birthing. I think MySpace was like the only thing that might have been popping around then. Like you got Twitter now, you got YouTube that's a lot more popular, Instagram, like this shit's getting spread across.
She got the fans involved. He was fighting with them in the stands.
That's facts.
How more involved do you want to be? You got players throwing hands in the stands.
Yeah. And the same thing too, like even another comparison too is like you talk about the ski mask that CJ DJ is bringing out to give some identity and culture to this team. Remember the championship belts?
Yeah.
That Rasheed used to bring around?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
She
WWE
used to
belts?
do the dance, have everybody around him. And he's doing the dance when he was in the middle of the circle. Like, they bring the same energy. They bring that Black Air Force energy that I love to see. And
I love that Black. Yeah.
Dude, I love Black Air Force energy. And this guy, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, like, I've heard, people say, like Kevin Garnett said, Rasheed Wallace is one of the most skilled power forwards ever. He's one of his toughest guards was Rasheed Wallace because what he could do. But just because of, obviously the technical trouble and getting out of stuff like that, his career wasn't looked on like that. But that's what the dude is. He's one of the most skilled big men to play. And you look at what Chauncey Gardner-Johnson could be, he is one of the best safeties in the NFL. So I'm excited to see what he can do. And I'm excited to see him going forward.
Shout out to my guy, Joe Castro, Philly the podcast in the Woodward Sports Chat. You guys remember from last year, he came on before the Eagles matchup. He's an Eagles fan. He has to say, I'm not even going to read that one out loud, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, we got to read it.
Go ahead.
We're reading this because you paid us to. Shout out Joe Castro.
The only reason it's coming out of my mouth.
He says, CJ GJ soft, go Birds.
Boo.
But we know that ain't true. We know Philly misses him. If they could snap their fingers and have him back on the roster, they would. Everybody wants this guy. 32 teams in the NFL want this guy.
Hey, look, Philly, James Bradbury just went down. And they got Jordan Addison over there. You got, obviously,
please don't tell me you're trying to.
No, Maz tried to get me in the back, though.
No.
The guy told him about, you guys know I lost $500 in blackjack last night.
Oh, why, dude?
I couldn't help myself. I was getting pissed off. So I started throwing down bigger bucks. Then in my favor. But I got everything right on Joe's Eagles tonight. But Maz was like, if you want to make your money back, take the Vikings. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
The Vikings just lost to Baker Mayfield.
Primetime Kirk Cousins.
Primetime Kirk, yeah. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, no thanks.
What are we talking about?
Gainwell is down. I got a couple prop bets in that we'll get into. I got a couple parlays in there for Thursday Night Football that we're going to get into later. But, yeah, I love this comparison, man. I love this comparison with Sheed and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson because they do bring that same energy to the team. And, if you want more information about the Lions and what's going forward, you just got to come to Woodward Sports because we got it for you, like the Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show. Woodward in Maine. Make sure you check it out. Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, Terry Foster. Tuesdays from 7 to 8 a.m. and Sundays from 8 to 9 a.m. It's awesome. They bring you the best, the hottest, the latest information about the Detroit Lions. So make sure you guys check out the Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show.
Yo, shout out to Devin99, the Woodward Sports Chat. That's an OG listener from back when I was in the basement. Shout out to Devin. Why aren't you in here more, bro? How'd you stay tuned when we're in the basement, but now we're like on the big stage? You're never around.
I see him in there sometimes.
Oh, do you? That's my guy. Shout out to Devin99. That's another Toledo representative, though. I don't know what's going on down there. Someone asked what Maz tried to talk me into betting on the Vikings to make up for my blackjack losses, which,
It's crazy. It's crazy to losing in blackjack.
It is crazy. I mean,
you're betting on a team that won every game by a single score. Like,
yeah,
come on. It doesn't get more fluky than that.
Yeah, man. And then it's exactly. I mean, the perfect example. They just lost at home in their home openers. Mm-hmm. The Bucs.
Yeah.
There's been somebody in the chat creeping around saying the Bucs are making the playoffs. What's up with that?
I mean, somebody's got to make the playoffs out of that division.
Devin99. I listen on Spotify. Shout out to our audio listeners.
Shout out to audio
5
listeners.
star.
5-star review.
Yeah. Philly, if you're still there, you know you miss CJGJ.
You know you miss him.
Didn't Mac Jones put up like 300 yards on Eagles defense?
Mm-hmm.
You miss. Dude led the league in interceptions. I don't understand the beef between him and the Philly fans.
He said Philly fans suck.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like
Said
recently or
yeah,
like before?
recently.
Because like I feel like it's
said they're
persisted
obnoxious.
all offseason. Well, they are obnoxious.
Yeah, they are obnoxious. And they know they're obnoxious. Philly has the worst fans in all sports.
Somebody
Philly
calls
and
me
Dallas.
fucking handsome and black. I'm not upset about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm handsome and black.
That's true.
I mean, shit. Same with Parker.
Parker is handsome and black.
He is handsome and black. Handsome black man. Parker is. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to wear this mask already. But 93 likes.
Hey, these
likes.
insults in this chat suck. They fucking suck.
You guys got to go harder. At
Step
Parker.
it up.
Damn.
Dude, someone said that I look like. Hold on, let me find it.
You gotta be ready with it. You're gonna just.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well,
Now
someone
I'm gonna
said
insult
Parker
you.
not Meadows. Wow, I hear that every day. Stuart Little's brother. Oh, is it because I have glasses? Good one, buddy.
That is a
Jimmy
pretty good one.
Olsen. Good one.
Gotta go harder. Talk.
Make him cry.
Send in a picture. of
Make
your mom.
me cry.
You're into that?
Make me cry. You
All
won't.
right.
He is into
Mentally
that.
tough.
Don't kink shame.
All right. Now, as I have to do as a media member, I have to take it to the extreme. With the
Why do you
Rasheed
have to
Wallace
do that?
comparison. That's just what we do. We're here to talk. We're here to like get people going.
He doesn't have to.
As a media member, I gotta jump off the edge.
It's just part of our job.
I mean,
If with the comparison to Rasheed Wallace, and knowing Rasheed Wallace brought a championship to Detroit,
yeah.
can you see the same in CJGJ?
I mean, if they re-sign him, sure. I don't think they're gonna win the championship this year, but I could see them in the future if Chauncey's part of this team.
Can I ask the realistic, what do you think the chances are that he does another 1 year in Detroit? I know it's super early, but I mean, what are the chances you think he actually re-signs? Because I think we all looked at this as just a temporary 1 year stopgap for him, but do you think there's a chance that he signs another 1 year or maybe even like 2 or 3 year deal in Detroit?
I mean, he seems to like it here. We'll see going forward, what that is, probably based on the success they have, but I feel like he's going to want to get paid. I feel like he's going to want to get a longer-term contract, and I don't know if Brad Holmes is going to be somebody to give that out, especially when they just drafted a guy like Brian Branch.
It's great. I actually thought about that this morning too, like because in a way, obviously a different sense, but Jamal Williams was that like team mascot, if you will, like the guy in the locker room that kind of like held together the emotional roller coaster. But CJGJ is so much. He's a better football player than Jamal Williams.
Oh, for sure.
I know we were kind of hurt when Jamal went, but we also like understood it because he's not a David Montgomery. If CJGJ leaves, I'll definitely be hurt.
Oh, I'd love
I
to
ain't gonna
have
lie.
him as a Lion for a long time. He's, like I said, he's closed in as one of my favorite players on the team. Love to have him as a Lion for a couple more years.
If he
and
puts
see
up
what
numbers
happens there. But easy, you got to tell us about Mark White.
I'll tell you guys about Mark White. He got the minute listening agreement where you can cancel your seller's agreement for any reason with no penalty whatsoever. Just hit up my guy Mark White at markwhitesells.com or call him at 248-881-7986. That's 248-881-7986. Woodward Heavyweights will be right back.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and Woodward WoodwardSports.com.
At the Academy of Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house with a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football, K-8 that features AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, learning street, futurist media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8, and so much more. The Academy of Warren is now accepting new enrollments, so go to the academyofwarren.net. That website again, academyofwarren.net.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by guys spin more Rax, young Chris in the TD booth, Parker, not Meadows, aka Young Ritz, is in the 1 to 2s. Am I getting audio? Oh, this one will work. Apologize about that. Hit that like button if you guys haven't already. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. And as promised, if we hit that 100 likes before 6 o'clock, I told you I'd wear the mask the rest of the show, which is going to be partly embarrassing because we have a member of the Seattle Seahawks media coming on, but
Don't make promises. Don't make promises you can't keep.
it is what it is, my boy.
Don't let your mouth
do it, Jeff
write checks
Iafrate.
your ass can't cash.
Don't do it, Jeff Iafrate, and try it back out.
Come on
Don't
now.
run from bees.
Come on now, I'm a grown man. By the way, I would tell you guys, Lucas obviously kind of
blue
spearheaded
lemon
the Jeff Iafrate and Beast thing. Was leaving the house one day, comes back in, heavy breathing. I'm like, what's wrong? There's a wasp by my car.
No way.
I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Welcome back. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. 5-star review. Shortly we'll be joined by Mike Payton. But before we do that, Spinny, let's BS a little bit. Jared Goff today, or yesterday, I don't know when it was, but he's speaking to the media. They're obviously asking questions about him breaking the consecutive games or completions made without throwing an interception. And you want to know what he said, Spinny?
What?
Here's what he said.
He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's really not. But I'm taking care of the ball. I can't read that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Taking care of the ball, we usually win games, so I've got to keep doing that. Goff is 44 passes away from the all-time record and 40 passes away from tying Tom Brady for second place at 399. And good. That's how I hope he feels. You know, obviously it's a great thing. You want to keep it going because that means you're not turning the ball over. But that's not something you should focus on. That's not something you should shoot for, and I love to hear that. He's focused about winning games. He's focused about playing good football, and as the quarterback of that team, that's what you should be focused on. So I'm happy to hear that, although obviously I want the streak to continue. I want him to never throw an interception again for the rest of his life. Like, keep doing that, Jared Goff. So, you know, shout out to him for being real. And, you know, he's a football guy. He's a consummate professional, so good for him.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's what you want to hear out of that. Like, obviously, the completion record is an individual accomplishment, but at the end of the day, when it comes to like winning football games, it means nothing. How many 12, 11 years? We had Matthew Stafford as a starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Very, extremely talented, but unfortunately, we didn't really win many games with Matthew Stafford, and it never meant anything. He was nicknamed Stat Padford, and it never resulted in any wins. Like I don't care how many individual accomplishments that he reaches. I care about winning football games, and honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm thinking this out loud. If Jared Goff's gonna be boring, and if he's gonna be kind of some wobblers in there, but we're winning football games, I don't care.
Don't care. I care about winning. I care about winning games, and that's what he's been doing lately. So good for him. Hats off to him. Obviously, it helps when you're not throwing interceptions. So keep doing that.
Sorry, I'm trying to get the mic back on. Chris, we need a new link.
Yeah, I sent it.
All right, bet.
It's in Slack.
Keep BS and Spinning if you don't mind.
So we'll see. He's only 44 passes away from the all-time record. So that's like what, 2 games maybe. So good for him, man. Hopefully he keeps up with that. Hopefully he keeps going because, like I said, if you're not throwing interceptions, that's normally a good thing. And the Lions defense hopefully forces some more turnovers. Hopefully they force Geno to throw a couple interceptions so they can win the turnover battle, because that is how you win games. You don't turn the ball over and you force turnovers.
As a member of the Jared Goff hater club, as I like to say, does this change your opinion on him? I guess like coming to realization, the interception. No.
Well, what? Him saying he doesn't care about it?
No, I mean just also there's a realization that you know what? He's not the best like skill wise, but we're winning football games with them.
No, that's what we knew.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that could happen. You know, you can win games with Jared Goff if everything's perfect around him. So it's good to happen, and I'm excited to see it going, but that doesn't change my opinion on him, though. Yeah,
I guess that's the thing, too, is like, we obviously know from football. I mean, obviously last week you faced the Kansas City Chiefs. They're missing Chris Jones and missing Travis Kelce. You had this week. The Detroit Lions may be missing Taylor Decker. They may be missing Lucas and freaking Charles Cross. things happen in football.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in the NFL, like not everything's always going to be perfect. So you lock yourself. I don't want to sound like a hate. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be like negative.
So easy. In your opinion, the way to change the narrative on Goff, or your opinion on Goff, is to see him winning through adversity rather than everything around him being perfect. Is that what it takes for you to kind of reshape how you view Jared Goff?
I got to be honest with you, man. I don't know that I don't think there's like any like reshaping of my opinion of Goff. Like I've always said he's a good quarterback. It's just been the fans that take it to the extreme of like calling it a hater when I don't claim him as a top 5 guy or MVP candidate, because he's just not that. I mean, I love Broder and he is our beat reporter, but when he said that he was going to finish as a top 5 MVP candidate, like if he wins a playoff game, brother, he went to the Super Bowl and didn't land himself a top 5 MVP vote. Like it just. I respect him as a quarterback. I think he's a good football player. And I've said this a million times now, I just don't want to lock in at an insane amount of money, because it's just going to cripple your team altogether. Now we're blessed right now too, because Brad Holmes had multiple first-round picks to work with, so you have like multiple of your stars on those rookie deals that aren't cost you too much, and that's going to be the perfect marriage if you're going to lock into Jared Goff. But the other part of that marriage is Ben Johnson, and that's the part you can't lock down. That's the part we can't confirm he's going to be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
So if that first season with Dan Campbell and Jared Goff, if he would have won that season, would your opinion be a little different? Where they went?
Well, yeah, because you're. I mean, maybe because then you have another sample size of him just doing things without Ben Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Or without like a league offensive talent, like Sean McVay, what he did last week. And it wasn't Sean McVay alone. Matthew Stafford. I found myself growing a little bit concerned about the Seattle defense or overlooking them, because like Matthew Stafford played his ass off.
Yeah.
He was dotting them up, putting the ball wherever he wanted.
He looked really good.
I can't. All due respect to Jared, I can't expect that out of Jared Goff. We just need to play like good, sound football.
Lions football.
Yeah. Speaking of Lions football, we have the Detroit Lions beat reporter for A to Z Sports joining us. My guy, Mike Payton, the guy, when Spinny went on a little break, I may have cheated on a little bit with this. What up, Mike?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty good. Appreciate you for joining us on the show, man. And we just got done talking about Jared Goff a little bit, but one thing I wanted to ask you is about Taylor Decker and his situation going into this game. Like, how I don't know if you know any of the details of how serious the injury is going to be. Obviously, it's trending to look like he's not going to play on Sunday, but what's going on with the Taylor Decker situation?
Well, really, we know just as much as you guys do at this point. He walked out of Arrowhead Stadium in a walking boot on Thursday, and then missed practice 3 times this week. So that's all we really know at this point. It's looking like he's not going to be there on Sunday. The interesting thing is he wasn't even, at least during the portion of that's open to the media, Taylor didn't seem to even be there. So it seemed like he wasn't even at the facility today. So I don't know if that means maybe he's out getting looked at. Maybe it's something more serious than what they initially thought, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's looking like he's not going to play on Sunday.
What is your concern level for the Detroit Lions heading into the Seattle game, and maybe even like long term, if Taylor Decker's not able to go?
Well, yeah, I mean the left tackle. I mean that's such an important position. That's such a that's covering the blind side there. That's I don't think that this is going to be anything that's long term. At least it doesn't seem that way right now. But if it were long term, then yeah, that's a problem, and it would probably come with maybe some reshuffling of the offensive line. Maybe they would have to move Sewell back over to left tackle. I don't see that for happening unless it's going to be like a long-term thing. But Matt Nelson, you saw him against the Giants starters in the preseason. He really struggled, and he was able to get better as the preseason went along. But starting at left tackle is something he's really never done. So it's going to be interesting. This guy's a converted defensive tackle who is just kind of thrown off into the Lions offensive line. He started at right tackle during Decker's 21 season when he was out for the first 11 games. So we'll see how it goes.
I was going to ask, so if this isn't a long-term thing, say it's just this week, he's just got a high ankle sprain or something, only has to miss this week, what do you see the Lions doing? How would they shuffle their offensive line around to replace him? Would it just be put Matt Nelson in at left tackle, or are there going to be more shuffling?
Yeah, it's Matt Nelson at left tackle. That's the simplest way of doing it. I know they moved Sewell to left tackle in 2021, but there was a lot of reasons they did that. One of them was that Frank Ragnow was also injured. He only played 4 games that season. So they had to use Evan Brown as their center, instead of trying to use him as their right guard. So that kept Vaitai at right guard. They put Evan Brown at center, and then they moved Sewell over to left tackle, and then somebody had to play right tackle, and that was Matt Nelson. In this case, it's really simple. It's just one guy's missing. You throw in Matt Nelson, and you hope for the best.
Yeah, I guess my only concern is, like, when Matt Nelson converted to tackle position, was he a right tackle when he converted over to the offensive side?
Yeah, predominantly. Yeah, for sure. But he's been working on both sides. During the preseason this year and a lot of training camp, he was exclusively on the left side. So,
is there any confirmed information on what the actual injury is? Is it like a high ankle sprain? Is it just were they actually no? That sucks.
Nothing at this moment. Just an ankle thing, and he was in a walking boot. That's all we know.
Mike, I know we got you kind of on mid-segment, so we have to go to break. Would you mind sticking with us through the next segment? Do you have time?
You're gonna have to pay me double for that.
All right, deal.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right, well, let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And, of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800. Yeah. That's 1-800.
Yeah.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shit. Go in.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Experience the true meaning of exceptional cannabis products with Dispo Dispensary. With over 12 locations, including the new Whitmore Lake location, which will be at Turn Up all day tomorrow. Spinny for BDE. Ermanni Edwards and the heavyweights will be there all day. Come through Whitmore Lake. Also, we got a brand new Detroit Lions pre-roll by Glorious Cannabis. Make sure you guys check that out. Hyman pre-rolls too. That's 50 North Territorial Road in Whitmore Lake. That's 50 North Territorial Road in Whitmore Lake. Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plug. Buongiorno. And welcome back. I'm your boy Easy. That's my guy Spin More Rex, young Chris Parker, and Mike Payton from A to Z Sports. Mike, I appreciate you joining us, man. And by the way, too, I want to compliment you. You've been busting your ass over there. Like I always see you on the timeline. You're always putting out great stuff. I'm super proud of you. I think you're taking the lead. You got to be the best guy over there right now. But I want to congratulate you on being the guy over there.
Hey, man, I really appreciate that. Yeah, just it's full time these days, and I've been really putting it in.
What I saw you put out an article. I don't know if it was today or last night, resurfacing the Mike Evans and even the Chase Young stuff. According to Bet Online, the Detroit Lions are the favorites to land them. What are your thoughts on that, and which one would you prefer for this team right now?
Well, if you would have asked me maybe like 2 years ago, I would say there's probably no way the Lions would ever go for players like that. But really, and I'm going to get into somewhat of a long-winded response here, but it really goes back to we had Jordan Rodriguez, LA Rams beat writer on the podcast when I was with Pride of Detroit. And she had mentioned that she thinks that Brad Holmes will take after Les Snead as the years go by, and by year 3 he'll start trading assets and start trying to bring in superstar players. Well, here we are in year 3, and I think that there's certainly a possibility that you can see the Lions start doing stuff like that. So with guys like Mike Evans and guys like Chase Young, it's definitely possible. And if the Lions can go out and win the division this year, then I think you're going to see a lot of big names attached to the Lions going forward. But in terms of anything happening this year, I mean, I don't know. Maybe at the trade deadline, I think Young has probably the better chance of making it to Detroit than Evans does.
If you could get either one of them, which one would you prefer to see in Detroit, Chase Young or Mike Evans?
Oh, Mike Evans, all the way. I mean, I think the Lions are pretty set across from Aiden Hutchinson. They've got this, John Kaminsky and Romeo Okwara, and they're able to kind of maneuver those guys around and flex them in and out. At receiver, though, if you could have a setup with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Mike Evans and Jameson Williams, I mean, who do you cover at that point? Mike Williams is a phenomenal receiver. He hasn't had a year in the NFL that he didn't have over 1,000 yards. I mean, he's legit.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead.
And talking about the Lions' defensive line, obviously going into this Seahawks matchup, they're going to go against an injured offensive line. Seahawks possibly missing both of their starting offensive tackles. We know one of them's already gone. He got put on the IR. What do you want to see out of this Lions defensive line to try to take advantage of that matchup?
Well, I think you see more of what Aiden Hutchinson showed on Thursday night. I think he's going to eat. I mean, he's going to go up against a guy who's only started 5 games in his entire NFL career. I know Jason Peters, the Seahawks just signed him, but he hasn't practiced. He hasn't practiced since he was with the Cowboys last year. He wasn't with any teams during camp. He's fresh. I don't know if he's going to even play on Sunday. And if he does, I would imagine it's not going to be nearly as much as you would think. They'll probably just wind up starting Stone Forsythe. But if they go with the guys I expect them to go with, then Aiden Hutchinson should have a multi-sack game.
I want to bring back to the offensive question. We were talking about Mike Evans a little bit there. Obviously, in the season opener, they only put up 14 points offensively. They also retooled that offense. You're missing DJ Chark, Jamal Williams, who just broke the Barry Sanders record, and DeAndre Swift. Are there any concerns with the offensive output coming out of week 1, or do you just count that to rust?
Yeah, I think rust is one thing. I think the other thing is the Lions, they kind of had to go away from their normal game plan in that game because Chris Jones was out, and that basically opened up the entire middle of the field. And if you go back and you look at some of the charts, and especially from Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery and some of the other guys, the Lions primarily worked within the numbers this whole game. So I think they went away from what they would normally want to do and sort of stuck to a game plan of let's just beat them down the middle, and it worked. So, but I know that they're planning to give Jahmyr Gibbs a lot more targets going forward, and I think you'll see this offense really start to open up starting this weekend.
And we did get a quote from Ben Johnson earlier in the season that you're going to see Jahmyr Gibbs used in ways that nobody expected.
Freaky.
What could that even hint at? Because we can see him out wide. We
left
can see
tackle.
him in. Is he going to get some snaps at left tackle? What do you see them doing with Jahmyr Gibbs that would be so crazy?
As long as he doesn't play center like the Cowboys tried to do with Ezekiel Elliott last year, I think anything is possible. He won't play left tackle, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see him maybe even throw the ball.
Oh,
ooh, I'm not opposed.
I like that.
That'd be crazy.
I like that.
I got a question about the defensive side of the ball. I watched back the Seattle game. The Lions game, and it seems as if Jerry Jacobs is going to get the DK Metcalf assignment. How confident are you in that matchup?
DK is a tough receiver to cover because he's just so much bigger than everybody. He's not just in height wise, but in bulk. He's just such a strong guy. I think Jerry's going to have to stick with him as best as he can. But I think DK, you can only do what you can do. You can hope to contain him, and that's pretty much it. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of move him and Cameron Sutton back and forth. But the thing about Sutton is I don't know if he'll be able to. I'm not saying he's slow, but I don't know if he will have the speed to be able to keep up with Metcalf. So,
and then in terms of Jerry Jacobs too, obviously you have Emmanuel Mosley kind of It looks like he hampered. He got a hamstring injury on top of that, recovery from the ACL. How soon do you think, when he is finally healthy, is he inserted to the starting lineup? Can you see him usurping Jerry Jacobs?
Well, the thing about that is, even early on, before Mosley got hampered coming back, I've always had Jerry Jacobs in front of Mosley. I've always had him as the cornerback too, and I think even when Mosley comes back, I think Jerry Jacobs will still hold that roll down, and I think he's a great corner. I think that he's earned that spot, and when Mosley comes back, he'll be really, really good depth.
And, sticking with the defensive side of the ball and a couple guys that are missing in week one, obviously without their tackles, Seattle's going to want to run the ball. They have a great back to do that in Kenneth Walker. Have you heard anything about Broderick Martin and Isaiah Buggs, those two guys that were supposed to be, a critical piece of the Lions' interior defensive line rotation that were both missing week one?
I haven't heard anything in particular about either of them, other than, Broderick seems to be like he's going to be like a project. I don't mean that's going to take a long time. It's not going to be a project like, some of the other athletes we've had in Detroit that were like Sekou Doumbouya was a project. It's not going to take that long.
I hope not.
Like I think you'll see his snaps increase as the year goes on. I think Buggs will probably play this game. I would be shocked if he misses the second game.
What are the concerns you have in this Seattle Seahawks matchup? Is it the receivers? Is it the run defense? Is there anything, or you got the Detroit Lions just mopping the floor? These guys.
No, I think you got to be concerned about a team that put up almost 50 points on you last year, and they really didn't have much changeover. That's pretty much the same exact offense that's coming in here, with the addition of Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. So. I'm worried about their receivers. I'm obviously worried about Kenneth Walker. I'm worried about Geno Smith, because Geno is, while he didn't have the greatest week one, he was the most accurate quarterback in the league last year. I think he had 69% completion percentage, which is nice. I think there's definitely a reason to be concerned about their offense for sure.
Yeah, definitely a concerning thing. But how do you think the Lions, I don't want to say hampered that offense, but what do they take away? Because obviously you're going to hopefully get some edge rush easily with those two different guys on the corner. Do you think they should sell out to stop Kenneth Walker, or just keep guys back in case DK and Lockett pop you over the top?
I think you got to take advantage of those tackles being out, and you got to go for Geno Smith any time that you can. Just go right after him. Stop the run. That'll certainly help keep Kenneth Walker hampered a bit. But yeah, you just got to make sure that you've got good coverage down there against Smith and Jigba, Lockett, and Metcalf. But yeah, I would definitely be rushing the passer as much as possible.
Mike, you're G. I know we're just peppering you with questions right now. I appreciate you staying for the extra segment.
That's all right.
I do got to ask this. We're all kind of excited about this rookie class. And every rookie class. It's different this time. I know that's usually the case. You're excited about rookie class, but this time we're allowed to be excited about these third rounders, these everyone all around. It's a beautiful thing. If you had to power rank your expectations for this rookie class, I guess who do you think is going to be the biggest stud coming out for the Detroit Lions?
Like in the long term, or just this year?
Do both if you like. This year,
Brian Branch, without question. Like, Brian Branch has every tool that you would like. He could be a Darrelle Revis type corner. Like, he could be one of the best in the league. He has every single tool that you could possibly ask for. It racked my brains every night wondering how this guy wound up going to the second round. It's just insane. He might be the best defensive player in the entire draft. And I know I'm not just saying that because the Lions are the team that I cover, my team. Like, this guy is special.
That's so awesome, especially he slipped through round two. And he's got the chip on his shoulder because he came back the next day. He's like, I'm walking across this stage. I deserve this moment. Mike, we appreciate you for joining us, man. Before we let you go, give us your final score prediction for the game, and then tell the people where they can find more of your content.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think they're gonna. I think it's a Lions win, and I'm gonna go 28-16 Lions win. And you can find me on Twitter at A_Z_Payton. And you can find all my Lions content at A2ZSports.com/Detroit. We're hitting you with a ton of content all the time. So anytime you guys are looking for Lions news or whatever it may be, we are on top of it, and we take pride in what we do over there. So come and visit us. And even if you're a guy who doesn't like the Lions and you like some other team, go check out all our other guys too. We got a bunch of great writers on staff.
Mike, real quick before I let you go, Spinny's got this nickname for Jack Campbell, Meat Missile. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Can we get your thoughts and opinion on it?
Meat Missile goes right up through the middle.
There it is.
Mike, I appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for joining us, Mike. Appreciate you a lot.
For sure. See you guys.
Mike's the man. Make sure you guys check him out. Constantly pouring out Detroit Lions content. Good reads all the time. Speaking of good reads, Spinny, tell us about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes in a 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You can get all that for $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get use of all the amenities. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Guys, how would you like to join the pros? Celebrities
Tim.
like Jim Harbaugh, Tim McCullum, Darren McCarty, and Braylon Edwards. You can do just that by stopping by any Randy Wise Automotive Team location and signing up for the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Stay tuned for Woodward Sports for more information.
Check it out.
Check it out. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Airways live on WoodwardSports.com. You see my eyebrows. I think it looks less creepy with the eyebrows.
I don't know.
No? A little bit more? I like the little Fu Manchu poking out, too. Devin99, or any other audio listeners, sorry. I'm readjusting my mask. 5-star review on all podcast platforms.
Stars.
All right, guys. Coming up next, we got to tell you. AG told us. Sorry for that weird transition there.
Coming up next, we got to tell you. AG told us. Sound like William Shatner in this bitch.
We talked about like what the Detroit Lions had to do to win this game. And defensively, AG spoke with the media today, and he said number one is to stop the run. And I was thinking about it. Again, I mentioned yesterday the Detroit Lions hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher outside of the Carolina game last year that weren't a quarterback position. There might have been a couple quarterbacks. I don't think so. But they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
However, characteristically, this Seattle team has ran all over this Detroit Lions team. AG made it a pressing point. Kenneth Walker is a dog. I think he should have been up there for the Heisman Trophy stage. You concerned?
I don't think so. I mean, we know what Trap Rashad Penny did against us last year in that Seattle game. He was running all over the place. Obviously, the Carolina game was not something to be proud of when you're talking about stopping the run. But other than that, the Lions, they turned away some very good running backs last year. When you look at what they did to Dalvin Cook, to Saquon Barkley, to Aaron Jones, like they made these guys look pedestrian. So I think you can go out there and you can do it again. They're going to sell out. They're going to be able to get pressure without blitzing because of the lack of offensive tackles that the Seahawks have this year. So I think they should be able to handle Kenneth Walker for the most part. Obviously, he's still going to do his thing. He's going to get some runs here or there. But if they can do what they did to Saquon Barkley, they win this game by 20 points. Like they absolutely ripped Saquon Barkley out of that game against the Giants last year. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not overly scared about it. But you could tell there was a concerned effort last year about stopping the run, except for Carolina. Obviously, that game didn't work out too well. But I think they'll be able to get it done. I think they'll be able to shut up some of that, clog up those lanes in the middle with their linebackers and their defensive tackles, especially if a guy like Buggs plays, which Mike said he would be very surprised if he didn't see him out there on the field. That's another guy that can help stop the run, can help clog up some lanes in the middle. We'll see more snaps from Jack Campbell, I'm sure, as the season progresses. So he'll get out there. He'll be able to make some hard hits in the middle, but I'm not too worried about the run game, really. I think the Lions will be able to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, I guess like you always hear the saying, you have to earn the right to rush the passer. And I think AG is 100% correct. Like, I don't know that Seattle's going to put Geno Smith back there and let him be susceptible to monsters like Aiden Hutchinson or another elite pass rusher. I'm calling him elite. You can say what you want. But like James Houston as well. I think they're going to try to establish a run more than anything to keep the defense honest and set up those great receivers that they have. It's not just like a regular like a lineup. I know we mentioned it yesterday a little bit too. Like the Chiefs, the receiver situation was all bad last week. This week, you're facing the complete opposite. All dogs. But I think it does start with, number one, stopping the run. And I don't know that, you could talk about those tackles being a detriment to them in the passing game, but in the run game, really, you could set up different type of zone schemes, or you could allow defensive ends through and have a wham block on them or a pulling guard or something like that, because the guards are still the starters.
Yeah.
The tackles are the second string guys. You can get around having a bad offensive line when it comes to the run game. So I think the Detroit Lions do have to stay honest to that, stop the run, and force them to pass that ball, because that's when you get those ball hawks like CJ DJ, those ball hawks like Kirby Joseph, Cam Sutton back there, and they start making plays.
I think that's why they'll be able to stop the run efficiently, is because they can get to the passer without bringing extra guys. Because of the lack of tackles, you won't have to focus too hard on, okay, we got to get pressure on Geno Smith. Aiden Hutchinson, Charles Harris, James Houston, Okwara, whoever it is on the outside is going to be able to win their matchup one-on-one with the tackles. So you can allocate more bodies to the middle to try to focus on stopping runs, rather than being, okay, we need to get guys off the edge, we need to do crazy things here to make some pressure on Geno Smith. You'll be able to get the pressure because of the lack of tackles. So you can focus on stopping the run. You can put more bodies in the middle to be able to clog those lanes for Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I think too, like in terms of stopping the run, I'm not. I know there's gonna be some freaky stuff. Like, if you guys remember, one of the knocks on Aiden Hutchinson coming out of the draft was like, okay, if he's supposed to be like this hot shot prospect, what happened to him in the Georgia game? And they were literally quite letting him through, and he was kind of like sitting, trying to make a decision on the play. Well, the beautiful thing with the Detroit Lions roster, this is another reason to love CJ GJ. The beautiful thing is CJ GJ plays great run defense, and I think he's gonna be able to move up and clean up in those situations. He's very aware of the run. He's very aware of the pass. He's just a great overall player in general. I mean, you look at the Super Bowl situation with Isaiah Pacheco. He did get off. Isaiah Pacheco did do his thing. Yeah. But CJ GJ was there to clean him up more times than not. I think Derek Barnes, now that he's starting this defense, I think you look at his attributes, his strength is probably the run defense as well. I don't doubt Malcolm in that. I think we'll be good. It's just like Kenneth Walker's a dog. It's really up to if he's going to be doing those. Kenneth Walker is a dog,
and the Rams relatively held him bottled up last week. Obviously, it helps when you got a guy like Aaron Donald that you could shut down the run a lot easier than other teams would be able to. Yeah. But I think the Lions will be able to do enough. The Lions will be able to move people around. Like you said, those safeties stepping up in the box could be a huge help. Both of them are known to hit. Both of them are not afraid to make a tackle. When you look at Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and Kirby Joseph, especially, and a Brian Branch, all those guys will lay the stick on somebody coming up in the middle of the field. So I'm excited to see what we can do. Obviously, it's going to be a big test for our interior defensive line and our linebackers, but I think they're up for the challenge.
I think you mentioned another beautiful name right there too. That's already kind of slanted inside and has. It feels crazy saying great awareness because he's only played one game in the NFL. Yeah. But Brian Branch has been known as a playmaker both through his collegiate career and now in his first game as a pro. Picked off the guy. A guy a lot of people are putting number 2 when it comes to GOAT status of a quarterback. So I definitely like him in terms of like the run defense too. Parker, you have something stupid to say?
So
I'm sorry. You just wanted abuse. I had to give you abuse.
It's all good. It's all good. But I remember like coming into the season, a lot of the issues with this team was the defensive line. There's not a lot of depth there. We got we got Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, but that depth isn't there, in my opinion. I think if Kenneth Walker could have either a really good game or a really bad game, and I think that goes to show we will have a good estimate at how good this front line for the defense is after this game.
I don't know. I think the depth is there on the defensive line. I think there's a lot of guys you can rotate in and out. When you look at a John Kaminsky, a Josh Pascal, both Okwara brothers can play inside and out. You look at the defensive tackle position, and you bring back an Isaiah Buggs hopefully this week with an Aleem McNeil next to him and a couple guys you can move in and out of there. It's obviously going to be a good test, but I think Kansas City was a bigger test because they have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. So being able to bottle up Pacheco against that Kansas City offensive line was a good thing for the Lions. And I think their defensive line is going to be able to make some noise.
I think so too. I'm really like the only concern of the Seattle Seahawks run game, if I'm being quite honest with you, is just the fact that it is Kenneth Walker, and I respect him highly. I mean, in terms of I guess to relate to other people in fantasy drafts, I was trying to get him. I was willing to draft him as early as a first and or second if I was in that back half of it. I think as a unit, though, the Detroit Lions run defense proved to you last year that they're able to stop it. If you look at the Green Bay game again, outside of the Carolina Panthers game, not a single one of those running backs rushed for over 100 yards. And there's names in that collection, as you mentioned earlier, like Saquon Barkley. Mm-hmm. It's just you gotta count on that. As I said earlier, you have to earn the right to rush the passer. And hopefully the Detroit Lions find themselves in that situation. I mean, that's the only way I could see the Seahawks spouting off is if they get that run game going. You have to start stacking the box a little bit or making your little safeties we're talking about creeping down, make them a little bit more aware of that, because then they can start getting exposed. Because let's be real about it, the receivers they have are phenomenal. DK Metcalf is a beast. He had 1,000 yards last year. I think the year prior too. I think you could say the same for Tyler Lockett last year as well. And then you add a first-round pick and Jackson Smith and Jigba to that mix as well.
Don't forget about Will Dissly. Y'all slept on Will Dissly last year, and he made plays. I'm telling you, Will Dissly's...
Is he still there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He's a solid tight end, man.
He is a solid tight end. Pete Carroll loves to use him in all kinds of ways. But, yeah, you definitely have to stop that run first. Otherwise, I'm being quite honest with you, those receivers are going to abuse you.
Yeah, that's how football works. You got to stop the run. If you want to do anything, you got to stop the run. And they did a good job against it, or a good job of it, stopping the run against Kansas City last week. And Kansas City has a far superior offensive line than the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm not too worried about that. Obviously, Kenneth Walker is an upgrade to Isaiah Pacheco, but I think they'll be able to go out there and they'll be able to make some noise with the guys they got.
I'm hoping so, baby. But that is my only fear, is that they get that going. One-on-one, I love our new and improved secondary, but this is an offensive tailored game.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to stop their receiving core if they get going.
No. Unless you rip Geno Smith's head off. Unless you make sure Geno Smith can't do anything. And they'll be able to do that for sure. But what you can do for sure is go to the Lions post-game on Woodward Sports Network after the game. Stick and Maz are going to be cooking it up all year long. So make sure you tune into the Lions post-game, hosted by Maz and Stick, with weekly special guests directly after all Lions games on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Go check it out. Our boys, we saw Stick pissing off Sam Flannel. You know he's going to do the same to Maz. So make sure you guys go check it out after the Lions game.
I want it.
That is true. But, I'm excited for this. You look like an Auntie Easy in the corner.
I predict the Detroit Lions victory 31-17.
Yeah, what's the lady that's like like the crystal ball that you call the lady?
Cleo.
Yeah.
Miss Cleo.
You look like Miss Cleo. Right?
Call Miss Cleo now.
Miss Easy.
Looks like I got some dress in here. I might just, you know what I'm saying?
I think...
Rastaman! Don't
Bumbaclot!
What do you want to say, you bumbaclot cliffs?
I was going to say, I think that kind of reminds me, if I'm not mistaken, Charlie Wilson, that tiny desk I sent you, was wearing like
How
a blue
you
beanie.
doing?
He killed
My
that too.
My name is Charlie. Nice to meet you.
No, last name
And
was...
I was wondering if I could eat you out. Put
you look like Marvin Gaye
if
he only ate at McDonald's.
I do kind of look like Marvin Gaye. Damn, that one hurt.
Marvin McDouble.
Marvin
McDouble. That one hurt. Hit the like button if you think the Detroit Lions are taking a W this weekend. Spinny, can you tell us about SMA?
I will. after that roast, Easy might need somebody to talk to. SMA or the Sports Marketing Agency is the place for him. The Sports Marketing Agency helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink this Sunday for the official Lions VIP tailgate party. It's at Eastern Market in Shed 5, and it's going down. The Heavy's going to be there. Turn up. Spinny's going to be there. Turn up. He's part of the Heavies. I don't know why I did that. Chris is coming? Let's go. Hey, we'll be there, guys. If you want free tickets, Lions VIP. I got DMs to my personals. You have to DM that to Woodward Sports, guys. You got to listen to these reads.
Yeah, I saw somebody DM me too.
You got to DM Lions VIP to Woodward Sports, both on Instagram and or Twitter. And if you don't win, of course, you can buy tickets at bullseyeeventgroup.com. That's bullseyeeventgroup.com. And you don't want to be there for us. There's free food by 5-star Michelin buffet, Mr. May, Chef May, free entertainment, and free drinks, all included.
It's going to be a great time.
Long story short, T Grizzly called me, Bayface called me, V's called me, Sada called me. Matter of fact, I call Sada right now.
You want them all to come to the game, right?
Watch this. Hold on. I might call Sada if he ain't on tour. If Sada ain't on tour, I'm the hottest in the world right now. You know what I mean? SOG-CD. I'm trying to get Sada Baby to answer. I'm going to call all the rappers I just named. Just give me some time. Give me like 2 seconds. I don't care about getting declined. I can show y'all the names, though. What it say? It say Sada Baby.
It says Sada Baby.
I'm trying. He on tour right now, all right? Come on. Gonna call Babyface Ray. Matter of fact.
Have you recorded with any of these guys?
Yeah. Babyface did this other day. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Tell them folks you're gonna be at the game with that ski mask on. Tell them folks, man. Hold on. Where the ski at, man? We skied up, man. Listen, they down playing with them. We got the whole D in the ski mask, man. We outside. Quit playing.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, hold on. That's not an average ski mask. That's a designer ski mask. Yeah, you heard what he said. My Babyface Ray, the only one in the world, the best rapper in Detroit. And make sure the Woodward Sports put that best rapper in Detroit.
Best rapper in Detroit.
And code by CD Dudes, Babyface Ray.
Let's go.
Mask gonna be on. I told you, bro, I can make a call there on the way. It's saying Detroit, SOG-CD, but they call me CJ Gardner-Johnson on the football field. When you see me, you see me. Check in.
Dude. Shout out to SOG-CD. That is CJ DJ's rap name, and it's not like he's actually nice.
Yeah, he is.
CJ DJ's actually like nice in the mic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And apparently, the first person to answer FaceTime is the best rapper in Detroit.
Yeah,
I feel like that title would have passed on whoever answered the phone first. But shout out to our guy Broder getting it in with again SOG-CD. You guys want to check out his music
not gonna
after
lie,
the show?
Not gonna lie, there's a lot of talented Detroit rappers. I covered the scene, but I will say that Babyface Ray is a great answer for best rapper in Detroit. Babyface Ray is on fire right now. He's the man.
Hey, and much like COG-CD, much like Babyface Race, we ski masked up, baby, because we ready for this ass whooping coming Sunday, baby. Excited for this game. Excited because I'm expecting to win.
Me too. I'm expecting to win. I think they're expecting to win too. You see how the man, hey, bro, I love Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
Bro. He's
a dog.
Exactly what this city needed, exactly what this team needed. And like I said, sign that man again. Sign him already. 2 more years. Ink it.
Now, I saw something come across Twitter. I was curious to get your answer on this one. If it were, I probably shouldn't take it there, but it was kind of funny to me. What if it was Aiden's idea for the ski mask? Do you think it would look?
Frank Ragnar's like, let us wear ski mask.
Yeah. Do you think it look as cool or feel as cool?
I think everybody would still get behind it.
Yeah.
I think they still got clout. Hutch has clout.
The only, I mean, like, I'm not gonna make it a race, but just SOGC got the sauce.
Yeah, he does.
I feel like that's why he picked
he's got
up
the
and carried
sauce
up
for
a
sure.
little bit
And
more.
that's who he is, man. He's the guy that gets everybody going. He's the hype man, and he does it on the field too. So you love to see it. But imagine Frank Ragnow and Taylor Decker like, yeah, let's wear ski masks.
Again, I can't wait to see Gabby and her entire family of, blonde-headed guys.
Like I said, it
Stop
goes
up the
from
ski mask.
if you're like a little bit rich, it's funny, but if you're like too rich, it's like Purge vibes.
Hop it out of the Rover.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
I was just gonna say that he did tell one lie when he said that there was only one designer ski mask in the world. Easy's wearing the other one right now. You see how the eyebrows are in it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He customized.
I had to
the eyebrows
customize
in
the
it.
eyebrows into the ski mask, bro.
And
it came with the Calvin Johnson primitive hat. This
Only on the head.
This
one of
would
a
be
kind, baby.
John effing Lord.
I
This
saw
would
that.
be one of the most iconic moments in the history of Detroit sports. This would be one of the most iconic moments in the history of Detroit sports. If Sheila skis up, imagine Sheila Hamp out there with the ski on, bro. That would be legendary.
Dude, that would be awesome.
The fans already love her. Like, we gave her flowers before anybody else. Go check it out. Woodward Heavyweights YouTube. It's out there. It was like a year and a half ago. If she reps the ski, bro, that would be Sheila.
Well,
You know we love you. You know the fans love you. You know you have the fan base cheering for you, chanting your name. If you want to endear yourself to the fan base for the rest of time, you throw on the ski mask in the owner's box. Up there in the owner's box with the ski mask on, that's how you get the fans going.
If she wants to chill for a minute too, I'm not even mad if she posted Kirk Cousins. Wait till you get the dub.
Yeah.
I want to see Sheila Ford Hamp in the locker room, all iced up with the ski mask, with Kirby's chain, Tracy's chain. That would be. That'd be amazing.
That'd be legendary.
I love Bryson. I love my son very much. That may have to be my new screensaver. I have.
Oh, if Sheila's got the ski?
Yo.
1,000%.
I want the ski in the ice though. I don't want it all. I mean, she's rich enough. She could cop the
Like
ice and get it done
Kirko
today.
Chains?
Yeah. What would her nickname be? We got SOG
Ski
CD for
Sheila.
CJ DJ. Ski Sheila.
Sheila ski.
Skila. Skila.
Skila?
Skila.
But what
Skila
if
Hamp.
Skila baby.
Skila baby.
Skila
Skila
baby.
baby.
Skila
Oh
baby.
my God, bro.
That'd be hard.
That'd be
It'd be
legendary.
tough.
What if Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes also did it with Sheila?
No, we need Sheila. She's
Well,
the number one.
Just Sheila.
They
Like,
don't need the street cred.
yeah. They're already hyping up. We need Sheila in the ski.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Honestly, I don't know if I want Dan Campbell on the ski unless after a playoff.
That'd be scary as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Big ass motherfucker.
It just comes up to like the bottom of his like lip. It's just falling off his face.
He's got coffee and protein all over the front of it.
Creatine just like on the side of it. Listen,
That would be the
Ryan,
move.
if you're listening,
Nobody says Sheila Ice.
Sheila Ice,
Skila.
Skila
Skila
baby. You know what I'm saying? That's a you know.
Hey, what's that? Oh, what's the rapper's name? Bro, we need a collab song. All of those rappers that CJ just shouted out.
Yeah.
The Skila Baby song.
Yeah.
Make a song called Skila Baby. Everybody collab on it. And the single could be Sheila with the ski mask on. The cover for the single.
Take
That'd
it
be
back to
hard.
Detroit roots. Do a Friday night cipher.
Ryan, if you're listening, Ryan Lentz, please. Tomorrow's thumbnail.
Yes.
I need Sheila iced out with the ski on.
We
you know
need
what I'm
we
saying?
need Skila Baby on
We
the
need
on
Skila
the
baby
thumbnail
on
for
the
sure.
ski. Oh, man. That'd be tough. That'd be too tough. Low key, I can see Brad rocking the ski.
Oh yeah.
He's got the swag for it. He got the sauce for it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's like, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you see him every time he dressed somebody, he's woo!
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
High-fiving fans. He went up to Aiden Hutchinson. It was like, let's fucking go!
Yeah, that shit's
on the Detroit
legendary.
Lions Twitter, they're like, oh,
You know how much how like likable that makes Lions fans? or the Lions organization. When you see Brad Holmes dapping up the fans after the game, you say, let's fucking go. If you saw Sheila in the ski mask, that's how you become America's team.
Thanks for getting me hard, JB.
Thanks, JB. That would be legendary, dude.
Skila, baby. Flint Sam be going crazy. By the way, I'm so mad I didn't think of it first. You see you know how there's like the grid of like, you know, older dudes with glasses, trucker hats. I don't like the ski mask.
I don't like ski masks. Yeah. Facts. If you got a problem with the ski mask, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. I don't know. You're just anti-fun. You're just Sam Flannel. Like,
big anti-fun guy.
Maz hates it.
I wouldn't put it
Maz
past
hates
Brad
it?
Holmes.
Okay.
I'll be surprised.
Nope.
He's 70 years old.
Okay. I got the gears turning.
Yes.
Sheila Ford Hampton, the ski mask would be legendary. NFL draft is in Detroit next year.
Yeah. Fans?
Roger Goodell in the ski mask.
Oh, we would have to win the Super Bowl.
Roger Goodell in the ski mask.
We would have
announcing
to
the Lions pick.
Roger Goodell. Let's make a bet. I made a bet. I lost it. $500 last night. Ski mask today. I'm rolling on L's. So you might win this one. I'll wear a Roger Goodell. I'll get a Roger Goodell tattoo. If you rock the ski mask during the Detroit Lions 2024 draft pick.
Easier, crazy, bro.
Do you know how legendary that would be?
I doubt he does it. If we win the Super Bowl, I could see it maybe happen.
That would make me like Roger Goodell.
Yeah, for sure.
If he rocked, that would be the only time you don't get booed at a draft. Roger, I'm talking to you right now. The only time you don't get booed at a draft is if you come out for the Lions pick in 2024 with the ski mask on.
Maybe I just hate him too much, but I would take that as like corny. I would if Roger Goodell did. I would be like, oh, you're trying.
I would love it because a guy who's never shaken on like shit like that in a ski. I mean, it's not gonna happen. He's just too buttoned up.
I don't know. He's
part of the Maz generation.
Maybe I just hate him
you know
too much.
We gotta talk him into it.
Maybe
somebody can talk him into it.
We'll see.
Or we'll find you.
You're
gonna be in Detroit for a little while. You're gonna be in Detroit for a little while, Roger. If you don't wear the ski mask, some ski masks might show up at your hotel room. That's all I'm saying.
No fly zone.
That's all I'm saying.
Do you know how to answer the phones or no?
I don't.
You don't. I apologize. I gave out the number to Daryl Johnson.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Don't call it.
I'm sorry, Parker.
Yeah, shout out to John effing Lord.
Put the camera on Parker. You guys want to roast him again? This guy doesn't know how to answer the phone.
Yeah.
So roast Parker for not being able to call in today.
Sorry, I'm stupid today. I look
You're
pretty
good,
short.
man.
You look like the Muppet. The
Beaker?
Yeah.
You already told me that.
Yeah.
Does he
look like Beaker the Muppet?
I don't know what Beaker is.
He's like
it's the little one with the red hair.
It's the guy with that he looks like a two.
Why are you assuming his gender?
That's true. He's a Muppet.
He's
just a Muppet. It's the they.
Well, my bad.
The they. Zazay.
But he's the orange one that's like
Yeah.
a cylinder almost, like cylindrical.
All right,
and
shut
it has
up.
the
Today
orange
we were
hair.
running low on topics. And me and Spinny had to pull out all reliable. It's time to hit him with the...
We only got 2 minutes left.
Got 2 minutes left?
Yeah.
Oh. We'll keep making fun of Parker. I mean, what do you want to do for 2 minutes?
We got Corbin Smith coming on next.
We do have Corbin Smith coming on next.
You want to do one by yourself?
I'm down. I'm saying, what do you want to do? I mean,
I feel like Easy just totally forgot the next half hour.
no, I know we have Corbin Smith coming on.
Yeah.
I thought we had time to kill before commercial break. I was wrong. I didn't see. We got 1 minute now.
No, yeah, we can go to break early.
All right, bet.
Tell us about Fairway.
I'll tell you guys about Fairway. If you like meat, like Parker likes meat, the best place to go is Fairway Packing Co. For over 60 years, Parker's mom's been getting her meat from Fairway Pack Company. Has provided Michigan's finest restaurants, hotels, and casinos with prime beef, sausage, Wagyu, and dry aged beef. Experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. Visit Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab-and-go steaks. Order online at fairwaypacking.com.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Now, how would you like to win a $100,000 cash trip Vegas getaway?
Yes.
Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter for your chance to win. You can do it at drinkcintron.com/Vegas or buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. It's Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice for people who desire to look good, feel good, and be the best versions of themselves. drinkcintron.com/Vegas for more information.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin More Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris Parker. I'm the 1 to 2s. Parker, I'd like to apologize to your mother.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize too. Don't
Thanks,
shoot
guys,
us up,
for
please.
destroying that thing.
I knew that was going to be a backhanded
if
apology.
You know, leave the backpack at home tomorrow.
Apologize for keeping you up all night. Woo!
But okay, so this is the heavyweights, right?
Yeah.
And I saw this all over Twitter. And people are going crazy about it. J-Mo posted his food last night.
Okay.
It was hot Cheetos with queso on it.
That's kind of
What?
correct.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, this looks so."
That's correct.
I used to eat hot Cheetos and cheese every day in high school.
I've
never had that before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
but
you look the part.
You look
Thanks.
the part. Hot Cheetos and cheese used to be a staple of my high school diet. Hot Cheetos and queso is fire. Like, I don't know why everybody's freaking out.
Try that.
No,
See Apollo. Hot Cheetos and nacho cheese is fire. Exactly. I used to get the pizza sticks, hot Cheetos, nacho cheese, chocolate milk, apple juice.
I don't want to say I feel bad for our next guest. I hope when he does pop in, I'm just wondering what the reaction is to the mask. I wonder if like outside of like
I'm sure they hear about it. It's
Detroit
national
media.
story.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
I see it more here than anywhere else. We'll kill some time though before we get Corbin on. Again, Corbin with Locked On Seahawks will be joining us shortly to break down his version of the Seahawks game. We're Lions fans, all right? So like, sometimes I like to think I'm not biased, but sometimes, I may give Detroit Lions a little bit more credit than they deserve. I don't think so, but it's a possibility. So I like to hear the perspective from other teams' reporters. Spinny, while we're killing some time, let's hit up old reliable Parker. Give us some tunes.
Reliable. Drop a beat. All right, first question. On buy or sell. Jahmyr Gibbs will get 15 plus touches against the Seahawks.
Ooh. 9 last week. Yes. Buy.
Buy. Parker?
Say it again.
Buy or sell. Jahmyr Gibbs will get 15 plus touches against the Seahawks.
Buy.
We know you are. We guessed. Chris, buy or sell. Jahmyr Gibbs will get 15 plus touches against the Seahawks.
Hate me, man.
I believe you will get 15 touches. I believe you'll get more than 15 touches.
Where are you going?
I'm going to buy that Jahmyr Gibbs will get 15 plus touches for sure. I think they said they want to use him more. They showed him that he is, he's a guy in this team. He is going to be used as the season progresses. So I think they'll bump up those touches a little bit in this one.
Elder, queso, Cheetos, choice of meat, cilantro, guac, sour cream.
Yeah, that sounds fire.
That sounds gas.
I don't know why everybody's. It was literally hot Cheetos and queso.
Have you ever had nachos?
Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
You just spice your chips.
For sure. All right, next question. Jared Goff keeps his interceptionless streak alive.
Ooh, I like
That's
that
a good
one.
question.
That is a great question, actually, because we talked about the Seattle Seahawks defense. I don't think they're getting too much up front in terms of like the front line. But when it comes to that secondary, Tariq Woolen, Devon Witherspoon was a first-round pick. You're also looking at Quandre Diggs, who's just kind of known for picking guys off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I doubt he plays. But Jamal Adams is working his way back too. It's a possibility. But I think the Detroit Lions' plan is come in here, shove the ball down their throats.
Hey, yo.
Force their will.
Hey, yo.
Just like Parker.
Man.
So
are you buy?
Am I buy?
Like Chris in Wisconsin.
Like Chris in Wisconsin. No!
Sell?
I'm selling.
Sell. You think he's going to get an interception?
Oh, I think...
Say it.
Say it easy.
No, he learned last year. He got pick 6 by them last year. Hopefully he learned his lesson.
All right. Parker?
I think he keeps at least his streak alive and after this game. I don't think his streak's going to end this game. I think maybe against the Ravens.
All right.
That's where I'm predicted to end.
The Ravens?
So I'm going to sell.
One Kyle Hamilton.
Chris?
I just feel like now that it's like a national story and it's becoming a thing.
I just didn't
like,
want to say it.
I feel like it's going to happen. I don't want to like call it a jinx or whatever, but I feel like now that there's attention on it, it's going to happen. So I have to unfortunately believe that he's going to get intercepted this game. I don't think it'll be a lot. I think it'll just be one, but I think it'll just be some fluke thing.
Bye. I think he keeps it alive. I don't think he's going to throw an interception. I think he's going to take what the defense gives him. He is going to hit his checkdowns. He's going to hit Amon-Ra St. Brown on some easy over routes. Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, same kind of thing. I think he gets out of this one without an interception. Next up, Aiden Hutchinson will have more than 1 sack in this game.
Bye. I mean, look, they called in Jason Peters off the mower. They're desperate right now, and he might not even play. They picked up 2 guys off the practice squad at the tackle position. The Seattle Seahawks, 2 tackles, meaning Abe Luke is on IR right now.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Cross might be out too. Aiden Hutchinson. They're not, the refs, if they've watched the national televised opening game, they're not going to let these tackles line the backfield. They're not going to allow any false starts. That is going to be too embarrassing on the league. Aiden Hutchinson is going to be one-on-one, man up with some scrubs, and he's going to clean the floor with them.
I like it. Parker?
Man, I'm buying. I think with those 2 O-linemen down this week, I think it's going to really give Aiden a huge advantage. I mean, the only reason he didn't get a sack last game is because Jawan Taylor was false starting the entire time. Like, I think he's gonna kill it this game. I think I predict at least 2 sacks.
Chris, new link, and are you buying or selling Aiden Hutchinson 2 sacks?
Oh, this is Wisconsin all day, fellas. Don't get it twisted. This guy, Aiden Hutchinson, is going to ball out. I just talked to Ryan Ermanni before the show, and I told him, Hutch, 3 sacks, book it.
Bye. I think Hutch is going to have 2.5 sacks this game. I think he's going to be a menace. He's going to be all over the place.
I want it.
He's going to abuse these guys. He's going to make things happen, and I'm excited to see what he can do against these backups. Next up, easy.
Yes, sir.
Geno Smith will throw multiple interceptions.
Geno Smith, according to Mike Payton and stats, he was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league last year. Say what you want about him being a former backup, but consistency, he proved that. I'm not really going to bank on him throwing any interceptions. I think they're going to try to run the ball. I think that's the most effective way their offense is going to be able to move because of the edge rushers we have and their lack of tackles. So I probably know.
Parker?
Multiple interceptions. I think he'll at least have 1, so I'll say I'm going to sell on that one.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to sell as well. He might be an overrated quarterback. He might have had a outbreak year last year, a uncharacteristic like year, but at the end of the day, I don't see him throwing multiple interceptions. I think he will take care of the ball very well. As much playmakers as Detroit has, I think that he won't throw multiple. I could see him getting 1, but I don't see more than that.
I'm going to buy. I think he gets 1, at the end of the first half when they're trying to make a scramble for the end zone, and then the second half they're going to be down, so they're going to be throwing the ball. And I think he gets greedy, tries to take one down the field, and Kirby gets it.
Did he throw him last week? I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think he did. 12 total yards. They were getting got.
Yeah. All right, next up. Lions fans will break the indoor noise record.
The indoor. I see change.
Lions fans will break the noise record for a stadium.
No. I think they're
soft. Take the ski off. You're not even a believer.
Well, I'm going so. I think the way Kansas City's built out. I think the way Seattle's built out, they get a little bit more louder if they do break it. That'd be something special. It would truly be something special. I think there's like
You watched that Silverdome video and you still don't think they're going to break
it? That's a Silverdome, not Ford Field.
Yeah?
I think there's some science.
It's the brand new Lions, not the Wayne Fonts Lions.
That's okay. I think there's some science that plays in this one. I don't know that we'll be able to reach those levels. The highest Ford Field's gotten is like 113. And as for a Monday night game against the Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
Parker?
I think I'm buying. I would say that it's for sure. I mean, it's an enclosed building. It's gonna get so loud because the sound waves are just gonna echo off each other. Also, retracting back to the Geno Smith thing, he did not have an interception last game.
Chris?
Yeah, I believe it. I'm buying. Sure. I think it's a tough task to do. I think some people are just penciling in as easy or shoo-in, but I really think that the hype is there and that the city is hungry and ready for the moment, and I think they're gonna show what this city is about, and they're gonna do it.
Buy. This is going to be the most people we see in Ford Field in the past 10 years. I think it's going to happen. They're going to be hyped. There's going to be a big play, whether it be an interception or an amazing touchdown or a sack from Hutchinson, and it's going to get the people going, and they're going to break the record.
Get the people going.
121 is the loudest Ford Field has been. The one who wrote that article?
Who?
Mike Payton.
Mike Payton.
Shout out. Let's go to break real quick and get to our guy Corbin joining us from Locked On Seahawks, but not before Spinny tells you about Lady Jane's.
You can come into Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams. An all-expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Downtown's newest sports bar has 13 track-based simulators, certified instructors, and a full bar and restaurant. Make sure you guys check it out and join their golf leagues. Get 30% off by using promo code Woodward10. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my guy Spinball Rax.
What up, though?
Chris Parker on the 1s and 2s. We should be joined by Locked On Seattle's beat reporter Corbin Smith. If you guys don't know, he got some fake news spread around here, the D from it. When that article came out about DK talking trash to CJ. I want to open up that can of worms. We dealt with the whole situation last year, but hopefully we get that connection ready to go here soon. But in the meantime, Jimmy I Bean time, Spinny, I guess the last thing we have on this prep sheet outside of Corbin Smith is Thursday night football going down tonight.
Thursday night football is coming on tonight. We got the Eagles and the Vikings going on, NFC matchup. A lot of implications on the line. Vikings definitely don't want to start off the game 0-2. I got the Eagles, though. I don't think the Vikings can do anything against this team. I think they're going to run them around run them around the stadium and make them look silly. I got a couple parlays. Yeah, I know, right? That was a great analogy. I got a couple parlays in the books right now. One of them is Eagles -6.5 and A.J. Brown anytime touchdown. I put that one in there. It's a plus 280 on FanDuel. Next one I have is DeAndre Swift over 33.5 rushing yards since Kenneth Gainwell is out. Jalen Hurts 225 alternate passing yards. A.J. Brown 40-plus receiving yards. And Devontae Smith 40-plus receiving yards. That one is plus 275. And then I have an A.J. Brown A.J. Brown first touchdown score at plus 850. I put $10 on each of those. The A.J. Brown one will pay out $95 if it hits.
A.J. Brown touchdown?
First touchdown score.
How much you put on it?
$10.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
I like A.J. Brown score tonight too. I didn't look at any of the bets, to be honest with you. But I had to recover from that $500 blackjack loss.
Yeah.
I don't know how
I don't know how you let it get that far.
It happened. It happened. But
like on your phone, you were playing blackjack on your phone?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll never do that shit.
Throw my phone
around
before
3
that
a.m.
happens.
Look, the crazy part
it's like
is
getting cyberbullied. Like, just turn it off. I'm losing all this money. Yeah, okay, turn your phone off.
One of the best Tyler the Creator tweets ever was the cyberbullying one.
Yeah.
He's like, just log off.
Just log off.
Man, that's facts. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I put anytime touchdown props tonight. I got A.J. Brown for the hell of it. I went Devontae Smith. I think obviously the Eagles going to win. I obviously put some money on them. A spread was 7.5, I heard. Is that true? A whole 7-point spread?
Yeah.
Damn. Why does Maz think the Vikings going to – why? How?
I don't know why Maz thinks the Vikings are going to win. He loves Kirk Cousins now because of that quarterback show. So maybe that's what he's doing. He just loves all quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised at that either. But it is – I got it at Eagles 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 even.
Yeah.
All right. Then I put money on yardage. I put over 60 for Jefferson. I know that feels a little low, but if you remember last time the guys played on primetime television,
Darius Slay locked him up.
Yeah, he locked things down. And he's also riding on a high, too, coming off a pick 6 just last week.
Damn, I got a lot of guys playing tonight.
Jordan Addison.
I got to set my lineup.
Yeah.
I put Jordan Addison for over 40 yards. I got T.J. Hawkinson in for over 40 yards. And then A.J. Brown over 60.
I got Hurts, Brown, Hawkinson, and Jake Elliott all playing tonight.
Oh,
dude, I got
hate that.
I got
Yeah,
four leagues going.
It's a trap.
I got Justin Jefferson, Addison, Hurts, Brown, and Goddard all playing tonight.
How many leagues do you got?
4.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. I did that last year. It's too many. I'm on 2 this year.
I'm loving it, bro.
Yeah, and then you're playing a guy that you got in 1 league and in 2 leagues.
Exactly.
Other people have them.
That's
and
what
so,
I hate.
yeah, I don't like
I
that.
won and lost one of my. I lost one of my leagues and won one of my leagues because I had Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I don't like that. See, I did 5 last year. It was way too much, so I'm just doing 2 this year, keeping it simple.
Shout out to Austin Harrison, Woodward Sports Chat. This game is at 1 p.m. on a Sunday. Primetime Kirk doesn't exist.
Yeah, Kirk's going to choke for sure.
Oh, I got another message from Corbin. Let me see. There's a blue screen for him.
Spencer, are you at all when it comes to the Eagles? Like, some people are saying they were kind of unimpressed by them last week. Do you feel like the same, or are you just?
It's tough. They were playing a good defense. The weather was obviously raining the whole game. The Patriots have a very good defense, so would have liked to see more of them? Yes. But I'm not going to say I'm unimpressed. They did their thing. They went out there and they got the dub and they made some plays. So it's nothing too crazy. They're going to have their way with Minnesota. I could see. I might do like an alternate spread, like -9.5 for the Eagles, because I think they're going to blow out the Vikings. Vikings are just not a good team. They lost too many pieces. We'll see going forward what they can do. But yeah, no, I'm off the Vikings for sure.
Off for the Vikings?
Off the Vikings.
Oh, off the Vikings. Yeah. Yeah, I put a little parlay into. Shout out to, I forget who it was on Twitter. Damn it, and I wish I remember his name. I apologize, but I was already kind of feeling the Green Bay Falcons game as a pick 'em. Well, obviously Christian Watson was hurt last week, hurt again this week. Mm-hmm. Then you got Jones hurt again too, the running back from the hamstring he had. I think I might take the Falcons in that one. I think they actually just went a little bit favored. I wish it took a little bit earlier because I saw it as a pick 'em. But it is what it is.
I'm starting Tyler Algier.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
for sure.
Starting him and Justice Hill.
What do you think the whole situation? You think Bijan's in a similar situation like
Gibbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just don't want to overwork him, and they got Tyler Algier, who was 1,000-yard back last year, and they're just not going to throw the ball in that offense because Desmond Ridder sucks. So you can't give Bijan 35 carries a game, you know. So Algier's going to get his work, and he got all of the red zone work last week. So I'm starting Algier for sure.
Yeah, I got. So the parlay I put in, I know I got the Giants over Arizona. I think I actually took the spread on that one. It was only like 5.5.
Yeah.
Which I know Arizona played tough last week. I forgot who they even played. Oh, Washington.
Yeah.
But let's also realize kind of like what Washington is too. They're kind of like a in-between phase, trying to come back, a little semi-rebuild. Howell, I think he is talented. However, his first year kind of starting as the guy. McLaurin had the toe thing too. He did. He has moments. Yeah, I think I'm going to flirt with Giants covering the spread because they also got embarrassed.
Yeah.
They got good defense too. I like Dabo as well. Falcons, just money line. I might just take a plus number on that one to be safe. Am I throwing the Lions in there?
No Saints
I would
bet?
throw the Lions in there.
As a straight money line or spread?
I mean,
straight money line.
I'll go spread, but if
Sometimes
you
I
want to play
scared.
it safe, I'll go money line, but I'll go spread. I think they're going to win by 10 plus.
Yeah. I think if I'm scared, I'm not scared for the Lions situation, actually.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up.
I put some money on the Saints, man.
What'd you say?
Who are the Saints playing?
The Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm staying away from that
That's
one.
that's gonna be a close game, division matchup. It's gonna be tough, and both of them are like teams. I think I'm gonna do a big touchdown parlay for Sunday, like an anytime touchdown parlay where you pick like one
just
person,
7 guys you know you're
more
gonna
than
get
that,
touched.
like 8 or 9, like
Yeah.
one dude from each game. Just like, okay, last year
That's
you
smart.
did it. It was easy. It was like, all right, Jamal Williams, he's gonna get a touchdown. Travis Kelce, he's gonna get a touchdown. And you look at the end of it, and it's like plus 1,400.
You get like $1,000
more than
bucks
that,
out
and
of
you
like
bet
$10
like
bucks.
$20, and yeah, you'll get like $800.
Oh hell yeah! I'm 100% doing that.
Yeah.
You just talked me into.
You
that.
can do that every week, and if
Yeah.
one of them hits, that covers you all year.
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah! You're the man.
You just
Spencer.
look at
You're the
guys
man,
that have
Spencer.
easy matchups or guys that you know are going to get a touchdown. Like I said last year, like Jamal Williams gets a touchdown every week. You throw him in there. Travis Kelce gets a touchdown every week. You throw him in there.
You know what? I'm getting you a bottle of gin for your birthday, my man.
I appreciate you.
My man.
Yeah, those.
I may not drink that shit with you.
It's
but-
it's the thought that counts. That's a good way to get some stuff though. But yeah, I'm excited. I got like $150 in my FanDuel account because I hit a couple bets last week. So I'm throwing back on the Lions. I'm gonna roll with those Lions Seahawks. I'm probably gonna put like $50 on Lions with the points. Honestly,
not bad.
Might put it out there because I really do think they're gonna take care of business.
Are you moving off that 31-17? Are you going up with the score? Because it sounded like buy or sell. It sounded like
No,
I'm
I'm still sitting with 31-17. I think that's a good number for me. I'm not gonna like bet it or anything.
Yeah.
But
that's where you're
those exact score bets. If you make those are such crazy odds. Yeah.
Benny, what are some guys this week you would be like, or just right this year right now that you'd be like, yeah, anytime touchdown. Who'd you put on that parlay? Right now?
Tyreek Hill. Either the Falcons running backs.
Monty?
Yeah, Montgomery's be up there for sure. Thinking around the league, different guys.
Who on the Eagles right now?
Eagles, I would do A.J. Brown this week. I think he's going to get it back because I think he didn't get one, obviously, in the first week. So I think he's going to get it back. But I'm excited to see what's going on forward and to see what's going on with those teams. Obviously, it's still early in the league, so you don't know how teams are going to run. But you look at guys like Christian McCaffrey, that's a pretty solid one to put on there, or Brandon Ayuk, because Brandon Ayuk is like Brock Purdy's favorite target. Since he's been starting for the 49ers, he's been their favorite target. So I love that, and we'll see what's going on going forward. But I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited for football this week. I'm excited for Red Zone. It's going to be another great weekend with the boys. But first, let me tell you about Big Boy, because burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. It's burger time. Try the best cheeseburger or our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Craving chicken? Try Dolly's chicken sandwich or turn up the heat with Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Upgrade your regular fries with our chili cheese or loaded baked potato fries, and save room for dessert because they got the Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake, or satisfy your sweet tooth with their funnel cake fries. All that and more at Big Boy.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty.
I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like a landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Come hang with the Woodward Sports Crew all throughout football season on Saturdays and Sundays. Join our college football and Detroit Lions live watch parties.
Inside the 5, caught, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions!
With money on the line, featuring different special guests and surprises. Start times will vary depending on the game. Only on our Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Are you a diehard college football fan? Well, it's your lucky day. Join special WSN guests like Spencer Raxter, Flannel Sam, and more every Saturday. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Saturdays and tune in live from 8:30 to 10 a.m.
Do you have football in the brain? Fall ushers in college and professional football, and this year is going to be awesome. Fall is also the perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they can be covering you too. Ask for Mark personally at 248-800-4177, or email him at swissins.com. It's swissins.com or 248-800-4177.
Swiss
Insurance. Apologize, guys. We were supposed to have a guest on. We're having some technical difficulties, so we're going to have to do a quick audible. But first and foremost, we need to hit that like button. We need to leave a 5-star review on all podcast platforms, and make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports at all times for any Detroit sports-related news that you need, because we got it. You know what I'm saying? Just pick your high. I got the supply. You know?
Facts.
We got Broder on the beat. We got
China's
Gentry
got
on
the
the
supply
beat.
too, apparently.
Huh?
I said China's got the supply too.
Yeah, apparently China's got the supply too.
Hey, we're not talking about that. All right, SpeakeasySports.com.
Better dead than
Get
red,
you a
baby.
shirt. Better dead than red. We ain't supporting them.
Big
We ain't
facts.
supporting them. They're taking everything from us. They took our jobs. They took our jobs.
That's crazy, bro.
That's a great episode, man.
I mean, the man. I'm just, again, it's complimentary because you know the logo's so hard.
He's like Marvin Way.
Marvin Way. Rastaman. Does it look like I got some dreads in here or what?
No.
No.
How about brains? Big football brains going on in here.
Easy, no
You look
hat
like an
will
extra
make you
at
look
8
like you have hair.
Show it in the back. Yeah. Put your motherfucking hands up and follow me.
Hey. I need to come back. I need to bounce back. As a matter of fact, actually, if you guys are listening, send me your best bets. I told you about the blackjack story, and I might not trust all of them, but let me people. And I hope there's some homework behind them, because I gotta bounce back.
Yeah, that blackjack story is rough, dude.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know why you let it go that
I
far.
was sex spinning at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Still awake.
Yeah, he was literally texting me like, I'm so pissed off right now. I roll over at like 6 a.m. Like, woke up, drank, like slammed a water bottle, look at my phone. I was like, dude, why the fuck is this dude still up?
Yeah. Nah, your boy Easy was taking L's like Kirk Cousins last night. Damn. Do you think the Vikings, they finished second to last?
Yes.
In the league or
in the division?
No, division. You think Bears end up in like another top 5 pick?
Yes. Bears are going to get another top 5 pick.
And still
I'm
be
trying to
bad
think too,
the
like,
year after that.
because I mean, let's.
What if they take Drake May?
Did you see the T.J. Sullivan like tape? A little bit of it. Like some of it seems like okay, maybe it's like a player miscommunication, but like that excuse feels acceptable when it's
Yeah.
like a younger team. DJ Moore's been in the league a long time.
Eddie Jackson played like garbage.
Claypool's been in the league a long time. There was literally one a red zone rep, by the way, too, where both receivers side to side
hit the same route,
same exact route.
Yeah.
Is that you think it was by design? I think there's-
No, it cannot be by design. I saw this. I saw a couple like Bears are in fire sale mode already tweets. Like one of them was they're benching, like they wouldn't be opposed to benching Chase Claypool.
Uh-huh.
And then one of them was the owner had an emergency meeting with Eberflus and Poles
about benching him
after they got blown out by the Packers.
Oh damn! So they might come out firing.
Just like
I shouldn't have bet on Tampa then.
They're pissed. No, I'd still bet on Tampa.
I'm still betting.
Tampa's
on Tampa.
defense is gonna rip them to shreds. Dude.
Yeah.
Tampa's still got a top 10 defense in the NFL.
Tabo's elite defensive coach for sure.
Yeah, and they got playmakers.
Mhm.
They got dudes on that back end. So
I mean, they're also like what's
probably the best linebacking core in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know
Levante
DJ Moore
David.
is their prized possession over there in Chicago as far as like the offensive situation. He was open.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields
I saw
didn't make
it.
the read to throw it.
I saw this meme and it was Justin Fields crying, and it was like when every pass can't be a 70-yard screen pass to DJ Moore for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off the most about Bears fans is like that preseason game, Justin Fields had negative 12 air yards on passing, but like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
MVP.
Yeah, because it was like a 7-yard, or it was like a screen pass to DJ Moore 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he took it 85 yards for a touchdown.
Just shows
It's
DJ
like
Moore. how good
JB
he
was
is.
giving us the numbers, the completion percentages for a couple quarterbacks or quarterback ratings. Like honestly, what I like to look at in yards, sometimes if they're like big enough, you're like, wow, it's a lot of yards. But I like to look at touchdowns, interceptions, and completion percentage.
Yeah.
I get that QBR is like a mix of them all in whatever type of form, but I don't care. Give me the basics. Yeah, I don't like the advanced analytics. Even something as simple as QBR has been around forever. It feels like simple because it's been around forever, but that don't make it a regular ass stat. I don't fuck with advanced analytics.
Outside of Sheila putting on the ski mask on Sunday, who would you want to see it on the most of the Lions' top brass? Rod Wood, Chris Spielman, Brad Holmes,
Chris Spielman.
Yeah,
just because he's already kind of his presence itself is kind of scary alone.
Yeah, he's got black Air Force energy for sure.
Yeah, he's got black Air Force energy for sure.
He's
I feel like if he takes the ski mask off, then you're like, oh.
Yeah, oh shit.
I feel like he's the only guy that does that.
Sheila the most too.
Sheila with the ski, man, that would be so legendary.
Are we jumping the gun? Should we save it for like a playoff victory or
no?
I'm saying
You gotta do
to have
something.
Sheila in it.
If the Lions win a playoff game, it's going to be more than a ski mask.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a riot. Shit is going to go down in Detroit.
It's gonna be like when MSU beat Michigan a couple years ago when couches were being burnt and shit.
Couches get burned in East Lansing all the time.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
But that's what's gonna happen in Detroit. if
It's
they-
going to be worse than that.
No,
There's going
it's
to be houses on
worse.
fire.
I had a freaking
about
paper
that,
field goal and we burned the couch for it.
Yeah, I
One time
burned.
in East Lansing.
I burned. The last couch I burned in East Lansing was when we beat Duke in the Elite Eight.
Spenny, I'm just saying, the Illich family, they should have waited like 2 years to burn that house.
Yeah, that's
they
facts.
They would have
They would have got away with
free.
it for sure.
Yo, Nicholas Duncan,
Calvin in the ski.
ENT, but like a surprise though, like how Undertaker would just come up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just Calvin.
Calvin
coming
and
out.
Barry.
Yeah, Calvin, the first one out of the tunnel with the ski on.
Yeah,
that would
and Barry.
Yeah, and
Barry just like calmly walks out of the tunnel.
I was gonna
wearing
say,
ski
I
mask.
need Calvin. Gotta see Calvin get a little, little something in there.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Oh, man. It's going to be a lot of fun this weekend, obviously. And tomorrow you can catch our reaction skied up live from the Whitmore Lake Dispo.
Skila Bay.
We appreciate you for listening. Make sure you like and share the stream. For Easy, for Ritz,
Yeah, no
for
riots in
Chris.
Detroit, please.
I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
You